guys, and welcome back to Toucan Tarot. Firstly, thank you so much. I hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm so happy and so humbled. So thank you to each and every one of you. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Lots more great videos to come. And also I'll get my community tab, which I think normally it takes a week or so, I've read. So anyway, more goodness to come is the important thing. Today's reading though, the last time they saw you, how did they feel? We're going to do pick a crystal. So we have crystal 1, crystal 2 and crystal 3. If you want to skip straight ahead, timestamps are down below. But yeah, just want to say a huge thank you. I think we're going to get straight into it today anyway. One thing I did want to ask of you all, what videos do you want to see? Comment down below. Let me know what questions you need asking. So definitely need some tips on that. But yeah, let's get cracking. So this is all about the last time they saw you. How did they feel? So we've got crystal 1, crystal 2 and crystal 3. And we're just going to go straight into crystal 1. So how did they feel the last time they saw you? We're going to start out with some Lunar Soul Tarot. And I love this deck. They're such I love these cards. And I do read these all upright, just in case you see me flipping them over, you know why. But yeah, I love readings like this. They certainly give insight or, you know, certainly food for thought. But let's crack on. So, how did they feel the last time that they saw you? So we have the King of Cups. Wow, okay. The Moon. The Hermit. And the 5 of Cups. I'm going to pull another 4 to extend on that also. And then let's pull out some Starseed. These are Starseed Oracle. Rebecca Campbell, Danielle Noel. We're just going to get a little bit more insight into them. You know, this reading is about them, really. So let's have a look a bit more up here about what's going on. Can you see those up there? I'm going to move these down slightly. We've got Portal. Oh, you know, I love these cards so much, guys. They're so pretty. We've got Portal. I've been told to keep this one out as well. I do read with my guides, for those of you that haven't visited Toucan Tarot before. So mixture of both, but we'll see what messages come through. We've got the Blue Flame. And then we're also going to put out some Fairy Oracles. Oh, coming out for me. We've got Transformation. And we've got Flourish. So, should we just dig straight in and see what we come up with? I mean, I don't think you can get more exciting than this deck. First of all, we've got the King of Cups, the Moon, the Hermit, and the 5 of Cups. And this is really, this line especially direct. What we're asking for is exactly what the question was. How are they feeling the last time they saw you? And then a bit more into that. We've got the King of Cups and the Moon. There's so much emotion, guys, here. But the first thing that hits me, and, you know, the guy's confirming, he, she, and they're going through huge transformation. A huge transformation, and it certainly involves you. You know, this question is, how are they feeling the last time they saw you? This is about you. So, and it's all really good. I'm really excited about this for you. So we've got the King of Cups here. And, you know, I mean, the King of Cups, certainly, and I'm confirming with my guides, yeah, you know, he or she or they, whatever resonates with you, they definitely, you know, they feel like what's coming through, sorry, I feel a lot when I read, and what's coming through is they feel like they're almost complete when they're with you. You know, they feel like they're complete, but in the sense of, you know, they have this, what I'm seeing is they have this kind of dream in their mind of how they want their future to be and their place in it within a romantic sense. And when they're with you, they feel that exactly that way, you know, they feel exactly where they want to be. They feel like they, you know, can be, it's almost like they can be look after you and make you feel secure and all of those things. I mean, the King of Cups is a very wise guy, especially when it comes to emotions, right? So they feel all those strengths that, you know, make up the King of Cups when they're around you. And that's really beautiful. For them, really beautiful. It leaves them full, is what I'm hearing. So you certainly leave them full, which is beautiful. And what we are seeing here as well is, we'll mention at the beginning, a lot of emotion. We've got the moon. You stir up a huge emotion in them. This definitely isn't just a normal connection. This is something definitely deeper. It's not just a flitting relationship, without a doubt. It's more than that. And you stir all of that up in them. There's this thing in them though, right now, and it's almost as if they're getting downloads, is what I'm hearing. They're getting so many downloads. Whether this person is spiritual that you're asking about or not, they're getting downloads. So whether they're aware of it or not, it's happening. If they're not aware of it, what I'm hearing my guides are saying is they might be really confused by this, because there's lots going on with them. It's literally, we see the blue flame up here. And this speaks of absolute spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time, and, confirming exactly what the guides are saying. And because of that, it's almost like the emotion is overspilling and it's too much for them. They've had to retreat, is what's coming through. And we see that with the Hermit here and the Five of Cups. They're just thinking about so much. So much is going on in their minds. And definitely there is an insecurity as well that's coming through for them in regards to you. They don't feel 100% confident of your feelings either, is what my guide's saying, which, suggests that you don't. So both of you are on that kind of, you're not sure where the other stands, but with them, it leaves them feeling very vulnerable. And wanting to do this, because you invoke such an emotion in them that it almost puts them on the back foot. They love it, and they're addicted to it, is what I'm hearing almost, but it does put them on the back foot because they've never felt this way about somebody, which is so lovely. But yeah, that's what the Hermit situation is, which you may have noticed. We've then got the Portal and the Golden Children up here. And again, just going back to them and what's going on for them. And we said about the blue flame earlier, and the same with the Portal, doors are opening, you decide rewards, wild card. And that's very much how they're seeing you. It very much is, it's like a mountain's been building and it's about to come to an end and a decision needs to be made. One thing that my guides are saying here is, listen, the decision is obvious. You two are very much compatible and this should work without a shadow of a doubt. It's just the insecurities that they're getting over, is what I'm hearing, in regards, because it is so great, which is lovely. And they will get over those insecurities as well with your help. We've got the Golden Children, inner child, tenderness, innocent, rare gifts. That's how they feel, that innocent child. And as I said, when we mentioned about putting them on the back foot, they very much do feel like that. But we mentioned these downloads, and Lutran is piping up again and saying, they're going through a mass awakening inside. And again, whether they understand it or not, if they're spiritual, and perhaps this is something you can help them understand, it's spiritual. They're getting massive downloads. There's so many different realizations and light bulbs going off in their mind, right? So and they're gifted in that area. This is someone, King of Cups down here, King of emotional intelligence right there. And it takes emotional intelligence sometimes to really understand what's going on and start to at least look within. So really getting the feeling that they're on the start of that journey of really looking inwards, or if they've already started that journey, they're about to go a huge level deeper. And it's a wonderful thing for them. But all of this that's going on, as well as everything with you, is why there's just so much emotion, again, going back to the moon, and that's why they feel the need to retreat, because they're simply just trying to work out what is going on, and all of these new things, which, although are all absolutely positive, can be quite scary, because again, it's just all happening at once. We've got here flourish and transformation. Flourish. The Lotus Flower Fairy tells you, I love these cards, they're so lovely. I'm going to read the card. It says the Lotus Flower Fairy, getting my words mixed, tells you to learn from experience and shed your inner light on any unclear areas of your life or those of others. Very much, and I'm just going to confirm with the guys, this is very much how we see this relationship heading. We see it flourishing. And what's really important, though, my guide is saying, is exactly that. It's about learning from experiences past. And another reason for them hermiting is because, they've been in love before, not quite in the way that this is making them feel. As we mentioned earlier, this is a first for them, but they've definitely been hurt before. And so it's all about communication is what is coming through here from Spirit. All about communication, okay? So maybe you need to give that a push, because again, the way you make them feel can be a little bit intimidating, because you are so wonderful in their mind, okay? And so that's a really handy bit of advice. We've got transformation, and again, need we say more? Huge transformation that they're going through. Definitely this hermit thing, my guide is saying, is going to become less and less. I get the feeling that you've experienced this a lot with this person, and you know, the good news coming is that will get less and less, because there is transformation, as we mentioned, all of these upgrades happening. And I'm going to read the card as well, and beautiful transformation fairy. This fairy tells you to surrender to a transformation in your life that's happening for your highest good. Embrace your transformation, the best is yet to come. And that's exactly what they're trying to do, and what their next step is to embrace it all. But they are still in that mode of, oh, it's happening, but they're definitely seeing the light. It's there. It's just ever so much. We've got down here, and these cards are really drawn as an extension of you and their thoughts for you and what they can see with you. And we've got the 10 of Cups, the 6 of Swords, the 5 of Discs, and the 9 of Cups. The 10 of Cups, I'm just going to hold it right up there. Look at that beautiful family, all in celebration. They very much see you as the person to build, you know, a future with, without a shadow of a doubt. But you see these well, it's self-explanatory, 6 of Swords. You see this person tumbling over these swords, and notice that there are flowers at the end here. You know, the end is near. It's there. They can see it. They know what they want, and they've literally now on the stumbling blocks to get to that. And this is exactly, my guide is saying, is what's happening with this person. So they do want it all. It's just this massive thing that's going on. They feel a lot of weight on their back. We've got the 5 of Discs. Certainly my guide is saying that not only with financial, but in generally with everything. You know, financially, I'm hearing that they're actually quite stable and okay, but this is really to do with emotions and everything else. Everything to do with them is feeling on their back, as I say, because there's such a lot going on with them. We've got the 9 of Cups, which, oh, beautiful card. Embracing, really, the words I'm hearing is embracing everything that they have, and just truly being happy, floating on their lotus. And this is what they want from you. They do want that future. They're on their way there. This is all super positive, guys, which is great, because, sorry, that was a really weird laugh there, wasn't it? But I'm just so happy for you, because, you know, I can't help but shift the feeling that this is going to be a real breakthrough for you, because you've been through a lot with this person. And as we mentioned earlier up here, you know, it's nearing on the point, decisions are going to be made, and they are. So that's really, really good to know. I'm going to pull a couple more out, because I've got some fashion oracle here, and I've also got the music one, so we can get some music for you. But with the fashion one, I'm just going to pull out a bit about characters, as far as you two together. What, you know, let's have some little inspiration of how you'll be together. So I'm going to pull one for you and one for them. So for them, they got Mary Kwan. Oh, I love Mary Kwan. And you got Ralph Lauren. So Mary Kwan and Ralph Lauren, actually a super, super match. So let's start with you. We've got Ralph Lauren. I mean, need I say more? There he is, the absolute dude that he is, and fashion god. He's amazing. You know his style, but the sayings that come with this is you don't have to ride a horse to be in the polo team. Dress for your Oscar moment, always go for gold. And that really says all about him. And that's very much who you're going to be in this relationship. So you're going to be a real driving force. You know, you're going to be someone that really puts the optimism on everything and really strives forward. So you're going to be someone that definitely drives you both forward. You're going to be the force leading that. And they got Mary Kwan. Raise your hemline and your standards. When people look, make it worth a whistle. Every generation needs a new way to rebel. We mentioned here, and I'm going to just ask my guides for a second, sorry. Yeah, we mentioned here, and it just came through to me then, I just had to confirm it, about them having these rare gifts. And it says here, you know, every generation needs a new way to rebel. They're different, you know, they definitely have, and I'm talking spiritual, they're an old soul. and they have some incredible gifts is what I'm hearing. But they definitely are the one, you're going to be the one that drives things forward, and they're going to be the one that puts you in the outside box, thinking in the outside box, which is just going to propel you forward even more, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, a really great match, both giving each other goodness and what the other one actually needs, which is wonderful. I'm just seeing a perfect kind of enveloping connection. So that's just so lovely. Let's have a look at the music oracle. And here, I like to do these just for a bit of fun, but it's always nice to know. And it allows you to kind of think about them a little bit more. But here's a music oracle, and this is just going to give us some music in regards to your relationship. And something to listen to. Oh, you got Prince. Amazing. So you need to go and put on some Prince. Kiss is the obvious one that's coming to mind, but there's many tunes in there, and apparently it'll just make you both smile, might make you cry a little, but you know, Prince is definitely your vibe as far as a partnership is concerned. So do go and pop that on and have a little listen somewhere on YouTube. Guys, what a lovely reading. You know, I think the message, certainly the biggest thing here, is that as frustrating as it might be for you, in my guide is saying, you know, the end is nigh, the end is there. You know, it's coming, it's right at the tipping point. But for them, do bear in mind that they do have an awful lot going on, and that's really super exciting for them. I'm guessing you're definitely the spiritual side. You wouldn't be here on my channel otherwise. And they too are, in a really special way. So that's definitely worth investigating more. If you want to go, obviously this is a very quick reading for YouTube, but if you wanted to go into further detail on this about them, you, the both of you, or anything else, I have opened up my book to private readings. I've got a little bit more time on my hands, I'm so happy to say. But guys, yeah, great reading, lovely. Hit me up below if you would like a private reading. Otherwise, do like and remember to subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope you've enjoyed your reading. Much love and light to you, and I'll be back soon. Do remember to pop down below as well, guys, what other questions you'd like me to do for my YouTube videos. And great stuff. Take care. Peace out. Hi guys, for those of you that chose pile number 2, this is your reading. So we're looking at the last time they saw you. How do they feel? Always a cool thing to ask. I'm going to be using not only my tarot deck from Lunasol. I almost forgot then. You know, I bought these out again recently because they were my very first deck, and I just love them. They're great. We're also going to be using oodles of oracle cards, and of course my lovely guides as well. But let's get cracking straight in. So the last time they saw you, how were they feeling? How do they feel about you? So we're going to look, this is really all about them and their feelings, but of course with you in mind. So let's just crack straight in. We have Judgment. These cards, by the way, I do, sorry, a few little dusty bits there. I do read upwards, much like the creators. They don't have reverse in this deck, and I just choose to go with whatever deck. The creators wish, 4 of Wands, Queen of Cups, oh, interesting, and the 5 of Wands. And then I'm also going to pull some more out to extend on how they would like things to progress with you. 7 of Wands, the Moon, and the King of Cups. Amazing. Okay, well this is a great, you probably know that already. Oh, exciting. I'm going to also pull, and this is again about them, so this is more into their mind and how they're feeling. And these are the Starseed Oracle with Rebecca Campbell and Danielle Noel, and they're just simply beautiful. I love this deck so much. Right, we've got Breath of the Cosmos, stunning card, and Cracked Open. Oh, guys, this is a really lovely reading. This is very positive. I can tell you that already. I'm sure if you're familiar with tarot, and my guides are saying it very much as the cards lay out. Sometimes I can see a card and it's relevant to the meaning, and my guides will say, no, that's not what that means. But in this case, it's pretty straightforward and very nice. And I'm going to be using the Fairy Oracles. And with these, we're just going to get a few little messages from these. Transformation. Precious time. Guys, this is really nice. Let's just get cracking straight in, shall we? in regards to how the very last time you saw, that was the original question, the very last time you saw them, how did they feel, you know, when they left, or and when they were with you, how did they feel? There's lots of cards here. We've got Judgment, Four of Wands, Queen of Cups, and Five of Wands. And there's definitely a little of butting heads with you two is the first thing that's coming through here. In a playful way, but you do really get to each other as well. That's what I can see. But you make each other feel wonderful. I mean, as far as them, you know, we've got the Four of Wands here, which is just celebration. You know, they feel super happy when they're with you, and they really do. It's as if they're literally at a party. And how do we feel when we're at parties? We feel relaxed, we feel happy, we feel sociable, we want to dance. It's when we let ourselves go, isn't it? And that's how you make them feel, very much so. And that's just lovely. And we've also got the Queen of Cups here. And of course the Queen, you know, all about emotion and with cups. So they feel they can be vulnerable with you, which is a really lovely trait. They feel they can be open with you. And even though there's this cheeky kind of battle exchange that you both have, ultimately they do trust you, and they feel that trust and openness that they can be vulnerable. Even though they may not give it all away, that's a different thing. But they feel that they absolutely could. Without a doubt. So you make them feel very, and homely is another thing that's coming through. Really homely and just lovely. You know, they feel wonderful when they're with you. They do feel judged though. We've got the Judgment card here, and they definitely feel judged by you. And sometimes we spoke about this butting of heads. They don't know whether but how serious to take you sometimes, even though what I'm hearing is that you know it's quite a joke. They don't know how serious to take you sometimes. So, and maybe go easy with that, and really it's their thing to deal with, right? Because you're not being malicious in any way, but there's a certain little ego, shall I say, with them. And yeah, they don't know sometimes if you're offering your hand of help or you're kind of like bashing them on the head. That is an example. The Five of Wands is the perfect way to describe that. So you've got all these things, you know, one's above this guy's head and he doesn't know if they're on the attack or actually they're offering help. So definitely there's a little bit, and that's where the Judgment comes from. You know, I hear that you're very quick-witted with your tongue and that you're very sharp with your tongue, which they absolutely love about you, by the way. This isn't a reason for you to change or anything like that. This is just, my guides are saying, a way to explain to you, you know, how they're feeling. But yeah, this isn't a thing to make you change. They absolutely adore you. This is how you make them feel. Remember that home, that celebration, that freeness. But yeah, they do feel that you do judge them, and that's their thing of, you know, just wanting to be so much for you that maybe they don't know if they're enough. So they do feel that you might judge them for not being quite enough as you should so deserve. So this person really does think very highly of you without a shadow of a doubt. That's so awesome. So that's really, really positive, guys. We've got up here Breath of the Cosmos and Cracked Open. And when we drew these two, this was specifically looking at how they're feeling. So, you know, with the Breath of the Cosmos here, it's just breathing the universe. It's a beautiful place to be. And Cracked Open, it's finally, you know, if you can imagine a nut falling to the floor, you may think it's the end, but it's finally cracked open. That nut's actually been set free from its shell. And that's exactly how they're feeling. You know, they're feeling wide open. And again, that goes back to what we're saying down here, doesn't it? They're feeling wide open and free, but a little bit vulnerable because all of a sudden their shell's not there. So whether they've opened up to you recently, perhaps that's, you know, might be something and they're not quite sure, or they're feeling vulnerable about doing that. But yeah, that's definitely there. But I can't explain to you how much of a breath of fresh air that you are to them. And we see that here, you know, with the Cosmos card. Just look at this beautiful card of this person floating around in the cosmos, loving life. And that's really them and how you're making, you know, how you do make them feel. There's a thing that's coming through, and of course we've got the transformation card here as well. But guys are saying, you know, they definitely want to be a better person because of you, which is a really lovely thing. And there's definitely quite a big transformation coming with them, which you probably would have already seen already, is what I'm hearing as well. But the fairy tells you to surrender to transformation in your life that's happening for your highest good. Embrace your transformation. The best is yet to come. and yeah, they know that they need to just let go and embrace everything with you. And certainly, as everything suggests, that's exactly what's going to happen. But remember their vulnerabilities over here. We've got precious time. The Fairy of Time wants you to experience every moment fully and to make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste others' time either. Yeah, definitely a case of why are you wasting time, you know, is what they're thinking. I think there's been a big miscommunication perhaps between the two of you, but definitely they want to be with you without a shadow of a doubt, and it mentions under here, you know, about not to waste others' times. Enough of entertaining anybody else. This is definitely a union that they do want to happen, and the bottom cards just absolutely confirm everything we've just said, and these cards were what, you know, what they want from you. That's what we said at the beginning. And we've got the Chariot. They want to just push forward with you. They want to literally move forward, open up everything. We've got the Moon here, the Seven of Wands, and then ultimately we've got the King of Cups. We had the Queen of Cups about how they felt the last time they saw you, and really for them that King of Cups is the completion of that feeling of where they want to be with you, and it's essential that you go through these transitions. But how beautiful, you know, they just want to open up to you, and they want everything to be they want all of you, and they want to give you all of them. And that's the biggest thing that comes through here, and that the guides are saying, is that they are so ready to give love and receive it as well. Huge transformation, and time is precious, remember. I'm going to pull, I love these oracles, the fashion oracles, I think these ones are today. And we're going to pull one for you each, just to see, you know, get an idea of some of the quirks that you'll have in regards to your union. So, you know, as a pair together, I'm going to pull one that represents each of you. So we're going to pop yours over here. And who do you get? Oh, you got Coco Chanel, the amazing Coco Chanel. And let's see what we get for them. Carly Kloss for them. Very slick. Right, so Coco Chanel, let's start with you. I mean, need I even say any more on Coco Chanel? Tweed and twins to support women's rights. Elegant and perfume are life's only essentials. Fashion isn't what you wear, it's who you should be. And you know, you're just that, you very much, certainly when in union with this person, that's exactly how you'll feel. You know, you'll feel like just all of you'll start to unravel more and more and more of you, because that's how they'll make you feel. You know, you'll be in such a beautiful, secure place is what I'm hearing, that you will literally shed your skin. I can just imagine a snake skin shedding off of you, and now is your time. And they're going to, you know, make you feel confident enough to be able to do that. We spoke about the Queen of Cups for them, of how you make them feel, and I'm really getting that back the other way as well down here, as far as they make you feel that way too. And we've got Carly Kloss for them. Catwalks and coding, the new American dream. You don't need a label, you need a smile, stand tall inside and out. They're just a leader in every sense, but not more importantly than a leader, you know, they're a kind of quirky leader. So they look out there for, you know, wild ideas that other people don't necessarily have. And again, you give them the confidence to be able to do that. So very Coco Chanel and Carly Kloss. I'm going to pull a music oracle for you, because these are great. And this is not only give us a music that you can listen to in regards to your relationship, that hopefully will cheer you up, but let's have a look. Oh yes, Debbie Harry. You need to go and put on some Debbie Harry, because her songs will absolutely make you smile in regards to this union. Guys, these are lovely cards. The advice here, just to remember if we do a recap, is that, you know, they do feel sometimes on the back foot with that sharp tongue of yours, so do bear that in mind. Don't change yourself. They like you exactly how you are, but just bear that in mind, because their ego can get a bit bruised, or certainly you put them on the back foot. But yeah, so Debbie Harry, enjoy. Beautiful. This is all about union. So it's just a case of you two kind of getting to the point, what my guide is saying, where you can have real open conversation and really allow for this. But they're feeling absolutely in the place. And yeah, you make them feel home is what I will leave you on. What a lovely reading. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please comment below if you have. If you haven't already, please do like the video. And again, if you've not subscribed, do subscribe. I really appreciate the support. Most importantly, guys, Do remember to comment below about future videos that you'd like me to do, because I'm going to be doing lots more and I need some inspiration from you. So please do remember to give me some inspiration and pop on some Debbie Harry. And guys, enjoy this union because it's happening for you. Take care. Much love. Bye. Hi guys, for those of you that chose crystal number 3, this is your reading, and what we're looking at is the last time they saw you, how did they feel? So we're going to be using Lunar Soul, and I'm going to pull out a few Rebecca Campbell and some fairy oracles, but let's start with the Lunar Soul. And yeah, we're just going to dive straight in. So how did they feel the last time they saw you? And we're going to pull 4 cards out for literally that direct question right there. How did they feel the last time they saw you? And then we'll draw some more to go a bit further in. Whew, just going to pull these all out. Oh, wow, okay. Lovely cards, guys. Lovely cards. 2 of Cups, Page of Cups, the World. I mean, guys, come on. Oh, and the King of Cups. Oh, if you are familiar with tarot, you'll be very excited right now. If you're not, then get ready to be excited. And let's delve a little bit further in. And this is more about yourself and what they can see happening with you. Oh, okay. Interesting. Oh, wonderful. Interesting. So intrigued on this. Guys, do comment after the reading, because I always, you know, I'm so intrigued for what you guys are thinking at your end. Oh, with these, we're going to look a bit more into them, because this is, after all, about how they're feeling. So we're going to look a little bit deeper into that. Not for everyone. Okay. Your life is a canvas. Right. Wow. Okay. I mean, I don't know if this is quite what you're expecting, but they are into you massively. I mean, oh my goodness, you couldn't get more into you if they tried. If anything, I can tell you right now, you are the one in control of this union. I'm going to get a, let's have a look. I'm going to use some oracles here. Starseed oracles. Yeah, that's really interesting. You're absolutely the one with the options here, because let me tell you, they are so into you. It's crazy. Sorry, I was just really inclined to pull another one of those. And I'm going to pull some fairy as well. Got New Earth. And then we've got Transformation. And we've got Look in a Book. Right, let's just dive straight in, shall we? First of all, you know, the exact question. The last time they saw you, how did they feel? Page of Cups, the World, 2 of Cups, King of Cups. You absolutely ignite everything in them. So much passion. They absolutely, we've got the 2 of Cups here. They absolutely want to start, you know, something with you. You make them feel whole. You make them feel like they're on top of the world. They've got the World card here, which you know is a beautiful card. You know, a card of accomplishment and completion. And that's how you make them feel. You make them feel complete. There is definitely, you know, we've got the Page of Cups here and the King of Cups. You absolutely just make them feel on top of the world emotionally and so in love, so in love. They are absolutely head over heels for you. We do have here the Page though. The Page reminds us, excuse me, that there's definitely a situation in that I'm getting, as I mentioned before, and my guys are just confirming here that, you know, they feel that you hold all the power. And whether you know it or not, you very much do. But they very much feel that. And so, you know, yeah, they just feel like a giddy teenager. There's a real young kind of loving and complete love vibe about you. I can't get any more than that. Page of Cups, the World, 2 of Cups, and the King of Cups. The 2 of Cups, for those of you that aren't familiar with tarot, you know, this is union. 2 people in perfect union. I mean, have a look at the card there. They absolutely see that from you. And then, of course, the King of Cups, who is just the master of love, and that's how you make them feel. Up here, though, we mentioned that you definitely put them on the back foot, and I'm just going to confirm my guides. Yeah, they've agreed, you know, quite frankly, they don't know where they stand with you. And whether this has surprised you or not, it's absolutely how they feel. They're not sure if you are as into them as they are you. We see down here, and I'll come back up here because it's saying that in a lot of places. And this, remember, was how you make them feel. And that is absolutely in love and the wanting more. However, they don't feel like they can get this with you. We've got the Five of Cups, the Three of Wands, the Ace of Discs, and the Star. They just, for whatever reason, it's almost like there's a third person here. And I don't think it's on their side. I think it might actually be on your side. But we're getting the interference of something here. And they very much, you see this person on the floor. And even though they have these two beautiful full cups, you know, they're dreaming of spillage. They feel like you're slipping away from them. And this was to do, remember, of how they see a future with you. And they see you slipping away. This is what they would like to see with you. But they definitely see you slipping away, and they know that you've got to make decisions. You know, whatever those decisions that you've got to make, this is really interesting. You've got to make them. Whether you're actually tied to someone else already, maybe that's what it is, or not. But there's something that you know, they're thinking that you have to make a decision about something, whether that's because you're already with someone else or because you're tied to things. I'm not too sure. But they definitely see you as someone they absolutely want to spend a future with. But again, they're just not sure at all how you feel about them, without a shadow of the doubt. We've got the Eight of Discs here. You know, they definitely see you as a real workaholic and someone that just grasps. And they really like that about you. That's something and a real trait that they absolutely adore about you. And you know, when they speak about you, what I'm hearing is when they speak about you to others, that's literally what they express. You know, they almost show off to others when they talk about you, which they do talk about you to others. And yeah, they absolutely show off your accomplishments as they do so, because they absolutely think the world of you. We mentioned that earlier. The Star, you know, this was where they can see things going. They're just totally wishing and hoping that you guys do have a future together. That's what they want. And, you know, but they really do see it as a wish, as in they don't see hope is what's coming through. I hope this is making sense to you guys. Please do comment below. But yeah, they see that there's no hope for whatever reason that is. And that's because you've got this, all that's coming through here is that you've got decisions to make. And again, there's a third person I'm feeling, and maybe not for all of you, but definitely for a majority of you. But yeah, they only hopefully wish that they're good enough for you. We see up here, you're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness, face true north. They're very sturdy in their character, you know, and very much their stance, even though they wish and they're so into you. Listen, you know, they still have their strength. And if you won't give them commitment, then that's fine. They'll find it elsewhere, you know. But they really do want it from you. They can imagine just a blank, you know, we've got here, your life is a canvas, manifestation, creative accountability. And then we've got the beautiful, I've got to show you these, the beautiful New Earth card. You know, they do want the world with you. They do want to start something, but what I'm hearing is it's very much in your hands. We pulled out two over here, and these were kind of little messages. We've got transformation and look in a book. And really what these two lovely fairies are telling us is that, you know, they do want some they do want to change here. They do want to change. They do want to be with you. And certainly what's being brought in, hopefully this will make sense to you, is they're asking you to look into memories about the two of you and how they made you feel. Interesting that this is about, you're asking the same question about them, but they want you to remind yourself of how they make you feel. And they really want a chance. So guys, I'm hearing that this is all in your hands. Please do comment below, because it would be lovely to get some input and your thoughts on this. I'm going to pull as well some fashion, or yeah, these are fashion oracles. Just get a bit more in regards to your characters, the two of you. For you, we have Marc Jacobs. Oh, I love Marc Jacobs. And then we've got Diane von Vostenberg for them. Oh, two designers I love. I don't know if you guys do, but I've had pieces from both of these. They're just amazing. We've got Marc Jacobs. True beauty lies in the imperfect. Fashion is about desire. Who said anything about need? If in doubt, there's always social media. You know, total social butterfly. But also that very first thing, you know, that Marc Jacobs goes by, true beauty lies in imperfect. And that's very much something that they absolutely adore about you, that you kind of rub off on them. With them, we got Diane von Vostenberg, very smart, very classic is the word we're looking for. Attitude is all you need to wear. Wrap yourself up and feel like a woman. Becoming a princess isn't the only happy ever after. Forget the woman connotation, you know, whether that resonates or not. We're talking about the character. And yeah, there's a real raw in Diane von Furstenberg. And, you know, it ties in to this kind of person we're seeing here. You know, when we mentioned that, you know, face their true north, and regardless of what comes at them or you decide, even though they hope it's the wonderful outcome, they'll be fine. But look at their lion roar, that's them looking out, and they're actually fine as a lone warrior as well. Very Diane von Furstenberg. And guys, this is a lovely reading, and very much putting the cards in your hands. Let me know your thoughts. Again, they are so into you. There's no denying it. I'm really intrigued if you are them, though, and what the deal is here. Is there a third person? Let me know in the comments below. If you want to go into this more, of course, this is just a short free reading for YouTube. I have opened up my books to private readings. All the details you'll find below in the comments. But yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. All the support is just wonderful, and thank you so much. I hope you've enjoyed this. Comment down below and let me know, because I'm dying to know. And I'll see you soon. If you have got any other recommendations for videos, don't forget to jot them down as well. Peace out, guys. Enjoy this. Be kind. They're great anyway. They're a very strong character, but, you know, the ball's in your hand, or your court. I don't know what that saying is, but you have all the power here. Anyway, peace out. Lots of love, and we'll see you soon.